Hello friends, I hope you have learned about value added method and income method. Let's come to expenditure method to measure national income. We know that national income can be defined in terms of expenditure as it is sum total of expenditures on the purchase of final goods and services produced during an accounting year within an economy. In simple words, it is sum total of expenditures made by different sectors of an economy on domestic goods and services within an accounting year. So you can say by this method we estimate GDP, gross domestic product, at market price. Why is it GDP at MP? We know that output produced by producers is a gross aggregate without considering depreciation. So it's gross in nature. And we also know goods and services produced within domestic territory is considered, so it is domestic. And finally, we purchase goods and services on market price, so obviously this expenditure is also estimated at MP. So you can say GDP at MP is obtained when we use expenditure method. This is initial aggregate. After getting GDP at MP, then using other aggregates or other concepts like depreciation, NIT and NFIA, we can arrive at national income or any other, whichever is asked. Let's see the components of GDP at MP. We know expenditure made by all the sectors of an economy will be components of GDP at MP, and sectors are households, government, firms and abroad. So expenditure made by households on goods and services is called private final consumption expenditure. For example, we spend on stationery, cloth, medicine, etc. So it is called private final consumption expenditure. Then second is expenditure made by government on various goods and services is called government final consumption expenditure. In short, it is called GFCE. And expenditure made by firms is called gross domestic capital formation. In simple words, it is gross investment. We know firms spend on capital goods, so obviously it is investment and it is gross investment, and it equals to domestic fixed capital formation plus change in stock. The last one is net export. Simply put, it is expenditure made by abroad sectors on goods and services produced in domestic territory. But we know that we also import goods and services from abroad. So considering import, we can get net export, that is exports minus imports. For example, if export is of 25 crore and imports are of 30 crores, so imports are greater than exports. In this case, net export can be negative. It will be -5 in this case. You can see a numerical here. In this numerical, NNP at FC is asked to calculate by expenditure method, and we are given these items. Just using the formula NDP at MP, private final consumption expenditure plus net domestic capital formation, government final consumption expenditure and net export. Here, if you would be given gross domestic capital formation, then we can obtain GDP at MP, but here you are given net domestic capital formation, so it will be NDP at MP. After getting NDP at MP, using NFI and NIT, you can solve this numerical and find out final value of NNP at factor cost, that is national income. What precautions are used while using expenditure method? in this method only final expenditure is taken into account. That means expenditure on intermediate goods and services is not considered. Otherwise, national income will be overestimated, and this is known as problem of double counting in national income. Second, expenditure on second-hand goods is not to be included. It means expenditure on purchasing or selling of old goods or used goods will not be included in this method. And third is expenditure on transfer payments. That means any kind of income or payment made by a government without rendering any services is called transfer payment. For example, scholarship given to students or old age pensions given to senior citizens, that is not included in GDP here. Then fourth is imputed value of expenditure on goods produced for self-consumption should be taken into account. And lastly, expenditure on shares and bonds is not to be included in total expenditure, because shares and bonds की जो परचेजिंग और सेलिंग होती है उसमें असल में केवल शेयर्स का ट्रांसफर होता है, केवल उसकी जो ओनरशिप है वही चेंज होती है. सो एक्सपेंडिचर ऑन शेयर एंड बॉन्ड दैट इज नॉट इंक्लूडेड, बट वी नो दैट brokerage charged on purchasing and selling of such shares and bonds, that is included in national income while we use income method. So it should be very clear that expenditure on shares and bonds is not included.